Let's take some phone calls. What do you think? Let's start with Max in Kansas. Max.
Hey, Michael, Don, and Peter. Thanks for taking my call once again. So I called on Friday, as I'm sure you remember. I said Aaron Judge hit 3 home runs in 2 games, and I don't care. You guys gave me a hard time saying I need to touch a woman. You all had a good laugh with that. But I have something. Yeah, right.
That was
I have something
Don
to share
who
with you.
said
Something
I said that.
But right, Don said it. I'm sorry. I don't want to pin it all on Michael.
No,
but I have something to share with you. Something said by Derek Jeter on Old Timers Day. You guys ready?
That doesn't matter. We know exactly.
He's wrong.
We said it at the time.
He says it all the time.
Okay,
That's
well,
part of the problem.
I'll say it.
Let him say it.
I'll say it for all the fans out there. It doesn't matter what you do during a 162 game schedule. It all boils down to the World Series. Win a championship or it's a failure. So I have to ask you, Don, does Derek Jeter need to touch a woman
No,
too?
because Derek Jeter says that because of you. He says that because of the fan base. Because if he says anything less, then everybody will kill him. That he's selfish and he doesn't care about the team. And would Derek Jeter say that if he spent his entire career in Pittsburgh and didn't win a championship? Put up the exact same numbers, didn't win. Would he say that? It's easy for him to say that when he's got 5 rings and he knows the fan base will not tolerate anything less. He's playing you, man. So Ted Williams is a piece of garbage. Ernie Banks is a piece of garbage. Didn't win. Hall of Famers. Doesn't matter. They didn't win. You really think that Ted Williams was nothing? Played in 1 World Series. Didn't win.
But they would be sitting at a limited table, like you guys mentioned the other day. They'd be sitting at the Don Mattingly table. You know, so it's just...
So what's the matter with Don Mattingly? If Don Mattingly played 10 years later, he'd have a bunch of rings doing the exact same thing. You know, John Elway was a way better quarterback when he lost 3 Super Bowls than he was when he won the 2. Like, so I know the championships are important, man, but I'm just saying Derek Jeter is playing you. Derek Jeter is talking to you because he knows the fans will tolerate nothing less.
Yeah, but I'll push back a little bit, Don. I think he truly thinks like that. But that's his issue, and that has spilled over into the fan base. I don't think it's vice versa.
But I think it was ingrained in him by George.
Yep.
It was ingrained in him because the fans all felt like everything you do doesn't matter unless you win a championship. But I'm telling you, and I love Derek Jeter, but if Derek Jeter spent his entire career in Pittsburgh and had 3,600 hits but never won a championship, you know, would he be saying it's championship or bust? It's the same guys that say they'd rather win a championship than go to the Hall of Fame. It's the right thing to say because the fans will jump you if you say the reverse because you come across as selfish. But I think Mark is just, or Max is trying to take it to the extreme. Like, see, I win because that's what Derek Jeter says. That's what Judge says. That's what every Yankee says because it comes across as way selfish if you say anything else. But don't you agree it's easier to say when you got 5 rings jingling and jangling in your pocket? Would Jeter say that if he never won any?
And it's also interesting, too, the reason we jump Max is not that thought that championship or bust, because that's the way you've been raised if you're a Yankee fan. But to say that none of the Judge home runs mean anything, I'm sorry, I can't co-sign that.
And here's the other issue that I have. Listen, championships are way important. I get it. But every year, someone wins one. And if you're a Yankee fan of above the age of 40, you've seen a bunch of championships. Now, I know you ultimately want to root for the Yankees to win a championship, but you're going to devalue something that we've never seen? Like, I'll see a team's going to win a World Series. Every single year, a team's going to win a World Series, a Stanley Cup, an NBA title, a Super Bowl championship. But how often do you see a guy go out there and hit this many home runs in a 3-year span to possibly break the American League record for home runs in 2 of the last 3 years? When do you ever get a chance to see that? I brought the same thing up when the Colts took a knee the final 2 weeks when they had a chance to go undefeated because they didn't want to ruin their Super Bowl ring. All right, but you know what? Being perfect would actually be pretty special, wouldn't it? How many teams go out there and win a Super Bowl perfect? Only the Dolphins have done it. So I understand championships are important, but sometimes you have things that happen during the regular year where you have to at least say, boy, this is fun too. Worthless? No, you got a problem, man. Date.